Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to share with you the breakdown of this node tree creations of vampire Coffin. Alright, so this is actually really simple. You probably can already guess how to create this using geometry nodes. But this is still like a good study if you want to try to make this yourself without looking at my setup. You can actually make your own. So yeah, let's take a look. The nodes is not that complicated. We have three different parts. The first one is the cross, which is made of gold. The way I created a cross, the easiest way to create a cross is to use a symbol. Okay, so this is just a font. I can actually write a good morning. Oh yeah, that's too big, but yeah. But I just create a cross symbol using the font anyway, and then fill the curve, realize instances, and transform it into place, and set material to gold. And this is the I just join the cross with this geometry of the coffin. So the coffin itself, you might already can guess, this is like two different parts, but the top and the bottom. Okay, it's a really simple. I simply use a cylinder, six-sided cylinder. I can make it 7, but it's six-sided cylinder. That means it has six-sided, and then with the top and the bottom. Okay, so since this is a coffin, we need to be able to open it and close it. So with something like a cylinder, we can delete geometry. Okay, so this is the secret. Everything else is just simple, but I'm basically using the index number, and I'm deleting the last polygon face. On this case, the last polygon face, and on the other one, I'm deleting the first polygon face. The first and the last is actually the top and the bottom polygon. There should be an easier way to do this. However, yeah, I think this is the way to do it using geometry nodes field at the moment. Oh, you might notice also I'm using this separate XYZ less than and set position. Okay, this is actually to pull and push the some parts of this coffin of the cylinder. Actually, I'm selecting, so based on this y-axis, I get the position of the cylinder, get the y-axis which is less than, just put a number here. So I get the selections only of those points. So I just pull it up, so it's becoming like a coffin. So that's pretty much it, really. These two are actually the same or very similar. And then I set material. So I have two materials, the coffin wood materials. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of fancy looking wood. Could also be like a painted with black. That's a bit scary. That's a vampire coffin usually is like dark. Purple. That's cute. Yeah, I was gonna make a procedural vampire or like a bat with Susan head, but I didn't. But just to keep this simple. Anyway, yeah, the next thing I did, I have this to put the coffin on the floor, and this one is to animate this a little bit. You can make this better. I mean, I don't know what's the setup. So if you want to like make like rotations based on a pivot, currently I need to do it this way, but there should be an easier way to animate using geometry nodes. So at the moment, yeah, there's a lot of missing tools, but yeah. Oh, by the way, I also use the normal push somewhere here. Okay, this is just to push it on the normal, so it's kind of offset slightly from the original shape. There's a little bit of funkiness happening there. I know, because it's just simply using the normal, but I thought that's okay, you know. at least it's being pushed slightly on the normal, so we can have like a gap between the cover and the coffin itself. Yeah, I think that's seems to be okay. It gives that illusion anyway. So yeah, it's a vampire coffin, purple vampire coffin. I really need to put something underneath, like a Susan vampire head or something. Anyway, we can make this different shape. If I want to make this more finished or complete, I should probably use the group input, and then because we want to make like a variations of shapes, we want to have the radius. Because we want that this ability to change the parameter. And the shapes, okay, the number of vertices, we of course want to keep it hexagonal in this case, but I thought it could be funny. And then what else? So we can delete the top and the bottom still works. Separate, combine this part. Okay, offset, combine XYZ. So if you're starting to create a parameter, we're gonna have a lot of lines. But if you're near the end, you know, like you're creating a procedural tools for your artist, the last thing you want to do is something like this. Okay, you might notice something funky happening there. As we increase the number of vertices, things started to get really weird, or that's because we need to take considerations that I'm using this value to delete vertices or delete polygon face. You see, there's something procedural here happening that I need to take into consideration. This greater than, basically to select the top and the bottom. But anyway, this is just the basic idea. Simple coffin, really good study if you are studying geometry nodes from the basic. I am only covering the basic. If you want something more advanced, take a look at Erindale, or maybe motion graphic one from Red Jam, or Bradley Animations. There's a lot of node artists out there. But yeah, have fun and try to create something like this yourself. It is, you can write blend. Yeah, no, just cross. Anyway, procedural thing is fun. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.